Hello, welcome back. So I have a cook with me video for you guys today. So my girl Marlene, I've mentioned her a few times, even a couple of videos on Marlene. She has a Facebook page, and it is a recipe site, recipe page. And we have even done a couple of cook with me things from her site. Well, I found another one. I will show you the picture. Oh, I'm hooked up, sorry. So it is this amazing meatloaf. I know, it's meatloaf, but it looks really good. And we have the only thing I had to go get was some cheese. And generally I would have had that on hand. But yeah, so that's all I had to go get. So I'm super excited to try this. And I thought I'd bring you guys along with me and go ahead and make a video. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma GAINZ. This is Bohippianlife. And I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. I will leave all those links in the description box below. But I like to show you, well, we have cook with me videos, and I love to do viewer recipes. Marlene is a viewer, she's a friend, and she's one of my favorite bowling buddies. So I couldn't wait to try this recipe, and I wanted to share it with you. First thing I'm going to do is, I have a sink full of hot soapy water, glasses. I need about a half a cup of onion. So, let's clean this onion up. Get you guys in view here. There we go. And, yeah, get ourselves a knife. Well, that ain't a knife. That's a knife. We'll get it taken care of here. Maybe. Let's get the skin taken off first. So, I'm not a professional. I do like food, though. I really need to sharpen these knives, but, and my knife block even has a sharpener. Go figure, right? So I will clean all this up after. Oh. There we go. Just trying to grab that outer layer. It's tough. It has like a, it's tough. So you just get rid of it. And this is why my cook with me videos take so long. Alright, so like I said, we need a half cup. Chop it up real good. Truthfully, ooh, don't go anywhere. Now, again, I'm not a professional. I haven't taken any cooking classes. So if you guys have any tips or advice on, you know, maybe better ways of doing this, I just roughly chop it. And then, take my knife and just mince it up. Going in one direction. Ooh, boy, that's strong. Oops. Cut that little core end off. Yeah, and then you just put them all in a nice little pile and chop them the opposite direction until you get them the size you want. So you just keep going back and forth. Whew, I would generally not keep moving this thing around, but for video purposes, I'm just going to flip it around. Now I'm going to dice these up nice and small. That's probably just a little more than half a cup. This is about a half a cup right here. It is a half cup. So about a half an onion, of you know, regular sized onion. Maybe one small onion. All right. Oops, there's a big one. Man, hot dog, my eyes are watering. Whoo. Stick that onion in there. Okay, whew. Eggs. Eggs. All right, I need to put eggs in here. Milk. Eggs, milk, and my crackers. Let me go get my milk and stuff. All right, we need 2 eggs. I wasn't thinking I should have left my onion on the cutting board so I could just mix my egg up inside of here. And then, but oh well. It's no big deal. Let's mix this up real quick. Yeah, about this organization skill I don't have. Here it is. But I'm getting prepared. All right, so we need 2 eggs. It said, beat eggs, add milk and crackers. So let's get these up. Milk and crackers. We need 2/3 cup of milk. Two-thirds is a little more than half cup. Huh, that looks good. It's good. That took all that one. And 25 crushed Ritz crackers. Now, generally, my onion would still be sitting on the cutting board, but because I'm not a professional, I did it backwards. That's all right. 25 Ritz crackers. Well, there's left. Here we go. All right, so there are 25 Ritz crackers in here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left over for you to munch on. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna crush them up. I'm using them all because I probably have a little more than. What is your buddy bear here? Okay, let me put them on pause. I'm coming. Crushing them up. Being careful not to break the bag. There we go. Good enough. Pouring them in there as well. Well, why is it being so difficult? There, we got it now. Next thing, mix. Then it said stir in onion and cheese. We already got our onion in there. We're good. That's probably just so the breadcrumbs can soak up the milk. All right. Cheese. cheese. Just kidding. This bowl is for the sauce. Alright, so how much cheese did we need? Oh yeah, 4 ounces. I wanted to grate my own instead of already get it shredded, so let me get that out. So I only need half of it, 4 ounces, which is probably, what, half cup? That was an onion. So, we're just going to shred it up. Again, like I said, I could have just purchased it already shredded, but it is actually, for me, this was cheaper because I would not use all of that shredded cheese and I have no use for it. So this way I can, I don't have as much. I'll be able to use and not waste it. Okay, so that is all of that. Beautiful. Mix this up. Now, don't forget, this is the egg, milk, cheese, and cracker. Okie dokie. Add ground beef, mix well, shape into a loaf. Alright, do you spray your pan? Let me read. Hold on. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm not turning the oven on yet, so, because it's a little too early to start this. It takes about an hour to cook, so we will be cooking it on 350 for 45 to 60 minutes, depending on, you know, where you're at. All climates, elevations, and ovens are different. So, yeah, so I'm just going to get this prepared. It'll be in this pan. If it fits, I don't see why it won't. So that is my intention. So let me go get the ground beef. So I'm not really sure how many pounds this is. Alright, so the original one is 5 pounds. So half of it is 2.5 pounds. This is not, there's no 2.5 pounds here. One of these is probably more than enough. Let's see. Squeeze it out. I could have just cut it, but it's not very satisfying just to cut it. It's more fun to squeeze it. There. Right? You guys know. Alright. You throw this out. Wash my hands. I have a really, really nice from Pampered Chef that my daughter gave me. So we're going to use that to chunk up this burger instead of having to use our hands. Set that on an onion skin. Let me grab it. If it's where it's supposed to be, it should be right here. And it is. Now, you guys, this one is from Pampered Chef. But Dollar Tree has them. Yep, they sure do. You don't have to spend a fortune on them. And they're exactly the same. It feels like it's a little frozen still in the middle. Alright. That's alright. So I'm just going to mix this all up. True to nature, we'll have a blunder. Now, if you don't have a problem, you know, go ahead and mix it up with your hands. That's totally up to you. I don't have a problem with it, but just for video purposes, I am going to mix it up nice with this. Because I know some people are like, ew, yuck. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing it up. And when you use this to mix it, it really mixes it well together. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing it off camera. You guys, I'll be right back. So it took me a little bit longer to get it mixed up, but it is mixed up. And it looks good. You want to see? Oh, I probably could have mixed the cheese in a little bit more. Maybe I'll add a little more burger. I don't know. It looks perfect. Truthfully, it looks perfect. Next thing. Shape into a loaf. I made mine into an 8x8 pan. All right, so I should be able to do this just fine. This should be just fine. Do I want to use this pan? I don't know, you guys. Hold on. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. And, well, I have to just shape it. We just have to shape it. So, here we go. Now, I mean, if you want, you could use gloves if you want. Why? Unless you got a cut on your hand. Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I am just shaping it. Wow, this is a lot larger in the pan than it looked in the bowl, you guys. It's not that I'm being picky about it or a perfectionist. No, I'm just trying to make it as even as possible so that it cooks evenly instead of having an end that is burnt. You know what I mean. This is way more than a flippin' meatloaf. Don't let your meatloaf, let me tell you. There. I'm just giving a little room on the sides. So, is this supposed to be cooked uncovered? Hold on. Sorry. All right. Had to get it, make sure I got it. I'm going to put you guys on pause and check to see what we need here. Are you supposed to cook meatloaf covered? Is it better to cook it covered or uncovered? All right. You guys, let's get this figured out. So this is what I figured out. It says that it can be cooked uncovered. And if you want to, you can, the last 15 minutes, uncover it so that it gets brown. Well, since I'm not cooking it yet, I'm going to cover it. I just hauled these recently in a Dollar Tree haul. So let's open them up. I always do it wrong and mess the whole thing up. So let me get this figured out. Alrighty. So I'm just going to cover this up because it's going in the refrigerator for a couple hours. There. So I'm going to stick that in the refrigerator and then we're going to finish this recipe. Alright, that is in the refrigerator. And now we're going to make the topping. Alright, so we're going to combine ketchup, brown sugar, and mustard to make the topping. Ketchup. Where's the ketchup? Half cup. If you really want to measure, you can. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to like wing it. A couple of... That looks good. Half a cup of ketchup, a half a cup of brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of mustard. Alright, so shake the mustard up so you don't get the water. Mustard's really good for leg cramps in the middle of the night. You get leg cramps real bad, come out to the kitchen, eat a teaspoon of this mustard, and your cramps will be gone when you get back to bed. So a teaspoon of that. That's just a little dab. A little dab will do ya. And a half a cup of brown sugar. I have some brown sugar in here still. It may be enough. Oh, there's totally enough. Maybe even a tad bit more. But I'm going to put it in there. And now I need something to mix it up. I'm just going to chop this, break up the brown sugar a little. And then just mix it up. As the mustard and the sugar gets worked into it, it will break down. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up, you guys, and get it prepared. But just so that you know, recipe, where are you? Hold on. So we're going to mix this up. Half of the topping is going to be spread over top of the meatloaf a half hour after cooking. And then we're going to put the meatloaf in for another 10 minutes. And then we're going to put the rest of the topping on and cook for another 10 minutes. So we let our meatloaf cook for 30. Add half the topping for 10. Add the rest of the topping for another 10, 30, 40, so 50 minutes total. Really depending on your stove. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up and I'll be back. Alright, so this is pretty much the consistency of it. There are a few chunks in there still. I'm not really going to worry about it because, you know, it's going to go in the oven. It's going to get melted. So again, half of it will go on your meatloaf, half hour after cooking, 10 minutes. The other half 10 more minutes. Yeah, you guys. So, I will insert photos of the meatloaf as it's cooking and when it's done. So I'm going to end this video here, but I will add in photos. You guys have the best day ever. Don't forget to give my thumbs. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Check out my membership levels: Coffee Club, Wildflower, and Bohippianlife. And yeah, I can't wait to see these pictures, you guys. I can't wait to smell it cooking. I'll see you in the next video.